Hey there, in a previous video, I talked about hazard assessments within the workplace, the different types within your health and safety program. And within that video, I mentioned calculating risk and then applying controls. In another previous video, I talked about quantifying risk and adding numerical values to the likelihood and severity of the hazards. That's all great. And a lot of times you think about risk and overall risk as those couple of things, the likelihood and the severity. Why don't we think about it in a different way? Why don't we think about it as exposure to danger? Because after all, risk is the chance or probability of the manifestation of a consequence after the exposure to or the interaction with a hazard. So if you're to think about it more as exposure to danger, it helps you to better evaluate. As health and safety professionals or people tasked with health and safety within the workplace, our job is to reduce that exposure to danger or eliminate it altogether. So how do we do that? We have to evaluate it. How do we evaluate it? Well, we use a matrix.
Well, what is that exactly?
Yeah, what is the matrix? Well, the matrix is basically a model. What you see here, I've basically taken and provided numerical ranges for the values of the likelihood and severity added together and created this subset of numbers. Now, I have low to medium, medium to high, and high. You can separate it whichever way you want. You can create more ranges if you want, or reduce the amount of ranges and just have it low, medium, and high. It's totally up to you. I've used 4 because it works better in conjunction with the previous process that I described earlier. That's great. And for people that can think in the abstract and look at numbers and evaluate things, it works well for them.
Yeah, that's not me.
But a lot of times people need visualization. They need to be able to see something. Some people need to be able to touch it as well, but at least being able to see it in a representative manner. So you can use a matrix like this one that's color-coded. And so basically, once again, just take in the color codes and you can have it gradated, you can have it whatever way you want to represent the notion of the exposure, total exposure to the danger. So regardless of what you use, whether it's a set of numerical values or a graphical representation or a combination of both of them, it doesn't really matter. The whole idea is you have to be able to evaluate that exposure to danger and then apply controls to reduce or eliminate that exposure to danger. Now I'm going to talk about controls in another video and how you quantify those controls to better evaluate them to apply them to the exposure. But I just wanted to quickly describe the matrix and make it a little bit easier to understand. And also too, as it becomes a valuable part of your health and safety program because it helps to increase the interoperability between the different elements within your health and safety program based on exposure to danger or exposure to hazards. As I mentioned in another video, if it's inspections, it helps you to better define the hazards found within your inspections and quantify the corrective actions that you're going to apply and how quickly you're going to prioritize those corrective actions. Same thing in the incident investigation process. When you've drawn conclusions and come up with recommendations for corrective actions, it helps you to prioritize those corrective actions. It also helps you within the budgetary process and how to quantify what you're going to need for preventive measures or continuous improvement within your program. Managing risk is one of the most important things that you're going to do in health and safety. So it's best to be able to quantify it and then evaluate it correctly to apply controls. As I said, controls in another video. Do me a favor, if you like the video, just give me a click below. Let me know. I think it's down there. Is it down there? Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, if you didn't, you can click that unlike button, but let me know why. I appreciate comments down below. Either way, your opinion on the video is valued and I appreciate comments. So go ahead, leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of the video. If you're interested in health and safety is your thing, I've left a video up in this corner regarding the playlist for this whole entire segment, which is called Health and Safety Programs Explained. And in this corner is a segment on different toolbox talks that you can use. They're all short, simple, straightforward, and to the point, but it helps to get the notion in amongst the workforce regarding applying controls to reduce hazards. Do me a favor, don't just think about safety, don't just talk about safety, but wherever you end up, do safety. Till we see each other again, take care. Bye for now.